Hello everyone and welcome to Burst Tires, a special game mode where people can only hire when they have 3 hires available, not 2, not 4, and only hire in these bursts. So this game was the most boring game of my life. You will see why. And I also like to talk about my starting position first and then what happened in the game in general because in my part nothing happened. So let's see. As you can see, my start is actually you can't see because you don't know the travel times yet. But my start is absolute garbage because initially I only have 4 outposts closer to me, which is always bad, which are Soren, Rokovoko, Kanaloa, and Boxfighter. And guess what? Yes, 2 of these outposts, Kanaloa and Boxfighter, are only closer to me because I have my queen up here. And in the beach to get actually 10 outposts out of it. So first I talked with Nautilus and said him that negotiated that I get Kanaloa over here. Hagai was actually closer to bot and I took it from him and while exchanging a 48-hour non-aggression pact. And I also talked with Korfballer and he agreed to give me Sagan because yeah, he is a good guy. So yeah, at the beginning, I managed to get myself these 5 normal outposts, but since I didn't want to fight anyone, I made these 48-hour non-aggression pacts with everyone around me. Blobby, Etanos, Nautilus, Bot, and the Korfballer. The only one I talked to was Nojo. And yeah, so I think the game goes on. Like, there is no action whatsoever in my part. My first hires come, and I didn't like my first hire, and in the end, I got a general and a diplomat, thinking that I would go generals this time. As you can see, yeah, lieutenants, nothing. And in the next, I got this diplomat, and this time my hire looks promising. I was opting for Tinker because since I had peace with everyone, I needed cap to grow bigger, and you will see what happened next. Yes, so since there is no action on my part, let's talk about the other stuff. Up here, Nojo and bot number are fighting, and after a while, the Korfballer also joined this fight. I don't know where, but it should be over here soon. Yeah, here. And after Korfballer jumped into this field, bot decided to turtle and told me that I could take these 3 factories over here since I was very nice with them. This Volvant, Vern, and Triton. Yeah, you will see me launch soon. Yeah, you can see. He gave me these freely, and since I arrived there first, yeah, now I had 13 outposts. Oh, and about the hires, yeah, I told you that I was going to opt for Tinkerer, and I went for the King because since the King increases the shields, it also increases the cap that the Tinkerer gives me. So yeah, in the meantime, Etanos was fighting with Nautilus over here and Blob also. And he was forced to turtle himself very soon. And yeah, here you can see like he's down to 2 outposts. And here both resigned from the game after seeing that a pirate is going to kill his queen. And yeah, so he sent everything to Varun over here. Nojo actually captured this hypnotist and king, and he said that he also had an hypnotist higher in the next 3 high. So now Nojo has 3 kings. So he's like strongest player in game. Notice was the biggest, and I was doing nothing at all. As you can see, I didn't even move my drillers at these factories. I was just standing there doing nothing. And I haven't broken my truces with anyone yet. So, and after that, Blob, Nojo attacks Blob. And yeah, so these guys are fighting. And since, yeah, after a while, Blob said that he was going to turtle himself. And I had given my notice to him as well. Because after Nojo got these 3 kings, he reached out to me. And we made an alliance. As you can see in my next 3 higher stuff, I got a Hypno, a King, and another Hypno. That was pretty cool. And also I had a Tinkerer next at the beginning of my next higher patch. So yeah, going on to this fight. So Blob goes on a mission to kill Nojo over here. You can see Korf is attacking Blob as well. And since I talked with Nojo, I had given my notice to him, but since it was a 48-hour one, I jumped into field way too late, and I actually got only one outpost out of this, which is De Jong. So yeah, and then I waited there as well. Here you can see Blob is doing a very good job of actually capturing Nojo's all 3 kings and a bunch of engineers and security chiefs as well. And after that, he actually manages to kill Nojo. I don't know how. I don't know if it was a play from Blob or a mistake from Nojo, but you can see first he kills this queen, and then bam, this 14, and Nojo is dead. So now Nautilus is really big. Like he was also grabbing pillaging the outpost from Athenos and Blob himself. And since Nojo died, he left all of these outposts open. And Nautilus got them. And I was still doing nothing. And yeah, after that, Nautilus started attacking Korf Bowler over here. And Blob was already down to 2 outposts at this point. Where is he? Yes, here. And yes, this way, every single player that was fighting, except Nautilus, was pretty much down. And in the end, I got 2nd place. By absolutely doing nothing at all. So yeah, as you can see, now I will just focus on my own outposts from the beginning. Yeah. Now watch it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, let's get rid of that silly Nivea. And yeah, look at my factories. They are just building up, and I am not even moving them. And as you can see, I'm doing nothing at all. And the game is just over. See? And I got silver just by making migration packs with everyone and grabbing these 3 outposts bot gave me. I just grabbed 2nd place. I did nothing. Nautilus had pretty much all these admirals and stuff, kings, and he deserved it. After I watched his fights, he played it very well. Congratulations, Nautilus. And yeah, that's it. I don't want to talk about this boring game anymore. Bye bye.